going on?
Nice.
What's going on, people?
Hold up.
Pacific Sports Talk Radio here, coming at you guys live on this Wednesday evening, 5 o'clock p.m.
Good evening, friends. I'm Dean. This is Brady.
Brady.
We're here to talk some football right before Thanksgiving. Stoked.
Very stoked. We usually are live in the morning on Wednesdays, but this time around we couldn't make that happen, Life, busy stuff.
Yeah, get hit with life every once in a while.
Yeah, man.
So how you doing today, man?
I'm all right, bro. It's good to see you. Good to have the pod, going strong.
Definitely. Good times. So
we're not even gonna recap too much.
Yeah.
There's not a lot really to talk about.
No, we
went 1-3.
We went 1-3. Didn't do great. Some crazy stuff happened that did impact this week. We're gonna talk about the Cowboy stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because the Cowboys are playing tomorrow.
Do you want to just jump right in?
Let's jump into that game if you want to.
Cowboys Raiders or Cowboys Chiefs? Which one did you want to talk about?
Well, the only thing about that game that we really need to talk about is I don't know if did Dak look totally healthy to you in that game?
He didn't look. I don't know if it was a health thing. I think it was more of just he didn't have anyone to throw to. Like his receivers weren't getting separation because they doubled CeeDee Lamb and that was it.
Yeah,
in the first half.
Because Amari was out with COVID. Is he going to be back this week? Do you know?
Amari's not going to be back. What's going on, Justin?
Hey, Justin. So, and CeeDee's a questionable for this week, right?
Yeah, I have him on my fantasy team, so I've been.
I know I'm playing you, so I read the.
That's a big deal, yeah.
I think he's going to try and play, but either way, he's going to be on a snap count if he plays.
I will say this, and not that projections mean anything, but he entered this week projected 12 points. He's been raised now to 15. So if there's any, that might be.
Oh, wow.
So after Wednesday, he was limited, but it was funny because I was reading about it, and Jerry Jones, his kid, was saying that there was a good chance he would play.
Oh.
So
just going to push through concussion protocol. Just.
Did I beat? Yes, I beat the worst team in the league. It was sketch.
Oh, yeah, I barely did.
I won. I had Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb do
No. Tell him it went down to...
no, but yeah, I'm telling him. So
okay,
CeeDee and Dak did absolutely nothing.
They combined for 7 points, I think.
Maybe that. Maybe less. Yeah.
It was 7, I think.
All right, he probably knows. But
yeah,
they combined for 7. I ended up getting a clutch performance from my kicker Sunday night, and then that opened
kicker life.
That opened the door for Saquon versus Leonard Fournette. I had wrote a 4-point lead into that matchup, and then Saquon was able to come through. I won by 2 points.
The difference in it was Saquon got some catches,
and
that was about
Ronald Jones got the touchdown. That was nice.
Yeah, Rojo got a touchdown. So. Yeah, so we could just talk about the Raiders. So Raiders at Dallas. What are you thinking about this game?
Dude, so I did some research, and the storyline that goes into Thanksgiving week is the favorites kick ass. The favorites,
like historically
since 2003. I forget the number, and I'm like, don't quote me on it, but it was something like 17-4.
Okay,
it was some egregious lopsided number. So that kind of changed my opinion on it. And then also,
Can I add one thing to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
The Lions do play every Thanksgiving, so I think that inflates the numbers a little bit.
The Lions are 3-0 being favorites, but they've only been favorites
3 times.
Or something like that.
But that's what I'm saying though. I don't trust those stats because the Lions are playing every year and they're always dogs and they always get blown out every year.
I agree with Justin. I would take the Cowboys Moneyline. I don't see the Raiders winning that game. The way Derek Carr has been playing, Derek Carr looks so bad. He looks so bad.
It's tough though when Ruggs, they had a good balance of pass catchers out there. It's kind of tough when you're relying on 3rd-round receivers and Hunter Renfrow, And Waller, what do? They just all key in on Waller.
Man, Waller's been a non-factor this
year.
Because
what do people do? They're basically everybody's Belichicking them, right? They're just taking him away. They're double covering the hell out of him.
I need to look at Derek Carr's stats, man. I mean, I think if you can get this at 8 points, it's 7.5 right now. If you can get it at 8 points, I feel like you have to take the Raiders on the spread if you're going to bet the spread. But I wouldn't feel confident doing so.
I think I lean a little bit. I don't know if CD's going to be like full go. I think he will play. I think he'll be a little limited. If Amari's still out, who else is out there? Michael Gallup. I get it. Derek Carr's been bad. Seven's a big number to me, and I know that it is the Cowboys. They have a high octane offense, but the Raiders' defensive line isn't like something to scoff at. Like I think they have some solid D ends and D tackles.
I just think the last two home games, and you're right, their defensive line, it's been like it's spotty though. Like they get to the quarterback sometimes, and then sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: the most important thing that I look at is since the accident, really with Ruggs.
Yeah.
That unfortunate event. They lost to the Chiefs 41-14. Before that, they lost to the New York Giants, and we watched them on Sunday night. How did they look?
That was on a fluke.
No, but
touchdown, pick six.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, they look bad.
You can't lose.
There's a gap. No, there's a huge
to the
gap.
Giants. You lose to the Chiefs 41-14. I know we looked at that game and we were like, you know what? This could have happened. This could have happened. But the score was 41-14. And then the week after that, they get blown out by the Bengals at home.
But, okay, that's fair. But do you think the Chiefs' defense is like some amazing defense?
I don't think so, but I think they've, in the last couple of weeks, they've at least found some identity.
Whose defense would you rather have?
I'm saying I found some identity on defense they have. Chiefs have.
I mean, they're just blitzing a lot
They've
more.
gotten lucky. They played against a hobbled Dallas wide receiver corps.
Yeah.
And then also you could say the same about the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
So, I agree there. They're not amazing on defense, but I feel like they're playing to at least somewhat of their strengths.
Yeah.
With Tyrann Mathieu out there doubling up and playing over it.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's.
So, sorry, Justin.
Yeah.
Gotta ride the wave. LB is on a 3-game losing streak. Plus, Cowboys are home, I think. Never bet the spread. Yeah. I think the Raiders can cover. I think we're kind of agreeing. We don't really want to bet this game. We think the Cowboys are going to win. I think Justin, we all agree on that.
Yeah.
I could see them getting some backdoor cover or, somehow maintaining possession. I think Josh Jacobs is all right.
Can we agree we don't think the Raiders are going to win this, though?
No.
I really don't.
That'd be very surprising if the Raiders won this game.
I can't see it happening.
Yeah, totally agree.
Let me just take a look really quickly here. If you want to do a prop, I think Zeke scores. I think that's a pretty good bet.
Well, he always jumps into the Salvation Army thing, remember?
Yeah.
He does that's his thing, man. If you want to, yeah. I totally, he scored almost every Thanksgiving. He usually scores a touchdown when he's been out there. He loves jumping into that Salvation Army bowl.
So, all right. So here's an interesting one. Let's keep the Thanksgiving theme going here.
So we're gonna say we want to stay away from that one, basically.
I mean, I like what Justin went with the prop. I think you could have some fun with maybe Zeke and Josh Jacobs or something.
We're not doing spreads. Is what I'm trying to say.
Not on that game.
Yeah, gotcha. Cool.
I don't see a spread.
I like Zeke with the touchdown.
I don't like 7.5. I think if it were to get to 6, I would bet the Cowboys. And if it were to be to 8, I would bet the Raiders. But 7.5 is just that number.
It's at 7.
I
got 7 on here now.
I don't love that number.
No, I agree.
If it was down to 6, I'd bet Cowboys though. If it was 8, I would bet the Raiders. I said that twice.
It's all right. You got it.
Detroit hosts the Bears.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What's the money on this? I'm curious.
It's actually sharp money, so that usually means the professional bettors are betting on the Lions.
Oh, wow.
Man, I don't know if I want to sweat that early on Thanksgiving morning, betting on the Lions 0-9 there hosting.
I mean, well, the thing is, for this game, do you want to bet on a game where there's both quarterbacks or backups? I don't. It's so much in the air at that point because a backup quarterback could come in and dominate, right? Because there's not enough tape on them.
Yeah.
Because a defense might not be able to prepare for them well, right? Mike White, key example. Mike White's a god. Remember? Jets? Sorry, Justin. I don't mean to hate on the Jets.
Maybe sprinkle it. No, so it's Boyle is starting, Justin. Mooney, TD, and Mooney, TD, no A-Rob, and Dalton is starting. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I like that one.
So, I mean...
Mooney's been nice.
So Dalton is starting? I would have to lean towards the Bears.
It's Dalton versus Boyle. And Boyle... Yeah, go ahead.
I get it, but at the same time, it could go... We don't know anything about Doyle. What is it, Boyle or Doyle? Who's it?
Boyle.
Okay. Anyways, I've said what I've had to say. Go ahead.
No, it's I don't know, man. It's one of those, like, I don't really... I guess I know Dalton better, and Dalton has been a decent starter in the league.
He's been a starter.
Boyle...
Been a decent starter.
Boyle is freaking random. Threw a bunch of picks and limited amount of attempts last week.
Yeah.
So if you look at those stats alone, I mean, you probably have to side with Dalton, but do you want to?
That's a disgusting game. Like, I just, like, I just, the game, like, that might be one of the grossest games of the entire year. Like, Andy Dalton versus Boyle.
But would we want it any other way?
Oh, my God. You know what? I'd like to prop Montgomery and Swift touchdowns.
Yeah.
I think they're both going to have to rely on the run. I will say that.
I like that.
Yeah. So.
Apparently, people like the under in that game. And it's an obvious one.
No. But then it could...
But I feel like we talked about this earlier. Like, the obvious under and the obvious over doesn't always work, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's... So...
Yeah.
Man. You know when you're betting and you're seeing the whole sheet and it's like everything makes sense? I feel like these past few weeks have just been brutal. Like,
they've been wild.
We just like, it's like we're caught in the freaking war zone out there.
Yeah. We've done better with live betting, that's true.
Yes.
Live betting's the way. It's saved our sanity.
It's nice.
Justin, I love Bears -3. Guys, what happened with the Cowboys Moneyline? LOL.
Dude.
Yeah, man. I was on that more than Brady was. That was just... I think missing...
I know, bro. That was rough.
And the over, yeah.
Don't remind us.
We both screwed up. I said the money line. Well, that was more of a shot than the over. The over we both agreed on. But I think the Cowboys missing Amari Cooper, though we hate Amari Cooper, and Amari Cooper, we talk a lot of crap. Like, he's a vital part of their offense.
Totally. Having
him... and CeeDee and Gallup, like, is there a better 3-receiver combo in the league? Like, that's pretty nuts.
Nah.
Would you? I don't think I can name one. Like, Gallup's, like, could be a 2 in a bunch of places. So, and then CeeDee got the concussion, right?
Yeah.
And he was out. So, I mean, I don't totally blame us,
They didn't really have a chance when CeeDee went out.
I think they had a chance at winning that game if CeeDee was and Amari played, but it shit happens.
But they knew the Chiefs pretty much game planned. What they did was, we'll get to your comment in a second, Justin. But essentially, what the Cowboys or the Chiefs did was they doubled up CeeDee Lamb and they rushed like 5.
They blitzed a lot.
Yeah, so they didn't give Dak any time, and CeeDee was being doubled, and that's who he was waiting for to get open.
Yeah.
So they essentially made that impossible.
They were disguising blitzes too. They bluffed, and they'd send a safety. The Chiefs love sending a safety or a corner in there at times.
And the Cowboys can never commit to the run. Like, how do you beat the Chiefs? You run the ball well.
I don't know why they just didn't give Zeke more carries. Like, they bailed so early on the run. Like,
they could have played power nose football or
they
whatever.
They panicked. They literally panicked.
They hit the panic button.
Yeah, it's just like,
dude, if they just freaking played physical, run it up their throat style of football that is good against the Chiefs, because they want to get you in an air battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You got to play them on the ground, man.
And like, how do you combat a super aggressive defensive line? You run it down their throat. That's what you do.
Bro, I feel like the Chiefs are like that, like, boxer MMA fighter that, like, they just want to take you out in one punch, but, like, if you can get them on the ground, and, like, freaking choke them out.
I think I wouldn't call the Chiefs a soft team, but they're kind of a finesse team.
Totally.
If you can run it down their throat hard enough and make their defense like stay on the field for a long time, they'll collapse. You know. Okay, Zeke got hurt but returned. Yeah, I saw that. Man, that ankle looked pretty bad on the sideline. Remember that? We talked about that.
I gotta hand it to him for getting back out there. He still tried to run on it, you know. You could tell maybe it might be a contract year or something, money incentives, or maybe he just wanted to play.
No, they locked him up for a while. Remember? Well, he's making a lot of money.
Well, then good up on him. I respect that.
Yes, AB, Godwin, Evans. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Bro, the Lakers plus 13.5. Lakers is where it's at. Yeah, Justin's been killing it on the NBA picks. We're gonna talk NBA.
Okay, Justin, that's fair. He said AB, Godwin, and Evans. That's. I'd say it's close though, kind of. Wait, no, maybe not.
What?
The trio of receivers. That's interesting.
Compared to who?
Compared to the Cowboys.
I would take the Tampa Bay.
I would rather have. I think CD is better than all of those guys. All 6 of them.
Wow.
Godwin is second, I think. Yeah, I'd rather have Evans than Amari Cooper. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah. Whatever, second. They're the second best.
Antonio Brown is the third guy. Literally is so much better than Gallup.
No, I know. But I would rather have CD than all 3.
CD's better than them, but but not by a lot.
No, it's not
he's not blowing out the water.
No.
Yeah. No, I'm just.
Yeah.
It's an interesting discussion.
I think Evans is kind of a specialty kind of player too, though. Like, to be honest, he doesn't get a ton of separation. He's a jump ball guy.
Yeah, but he's just a physical
No, he's a beast.
He's a power receiver.
But he can't run the entire route tree, is what I'm trying to tell you.
No, but you don't need him to.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we got down that rabbit hole a little bit. Also Gronk. Yeah, no, I was just talking about receivers, Justin. I'm not going into the tight end.
Man, people slept on Gronk, man. The guy can still play.
Well, he's getting paid all that money, and they just rest him for, 6 weeks, and then he comes out of his hibernation.
I still like how he came on Monday night with Peyton Manning, and they asked him, they're like, "Hey, so how's practice this week?" And he's like, "Practice." They're like, "You don't go to practice?" He's like, "I just show up on Friday for the end
walkthrough
walkthrough end zone drill." He's like, "I catch a couple tutties and I'm ready to go."
Well, that's what they have him for. That's literally
he's just freaking.
He's just chilling in Florida, making a couple mil a year, just doing that.
Yeah.
Respect.
Okay. What little brain cells might be there?
Okay, we have to keep going.
Okay, all right. So let's talk about the Bucs. They're -3 against the Colts right now. Here's why I'll make the case for Tampa.
Wow. Okay, so we're split on this.
Here's why I'll make the case for Tampa.
This is interesting. I have the Colts as one of my picks. You have the Bucs as one of your picks. Okay.
All right. So I think the Colts, they looked pretty impressive against the Bills. But other than that, who are their wins against? The Texans, the Jaguars, the Jets. They beat the Dolphins. Good for them. They're not beating very impressive teams, and I'm not even going to mention the Niners because that was just a pathetic game. So I don't buy a lot into the Colts' wins. I look at their win against Buffalo as Josh Allen literally playing like he just came into the league.
I'm going to love this debate. Okay, keep going.
At the same time, Jonathan Taylor's been killing it, but who has a really good rushing defense? And Vita Vea is coming back this week. That's a big deal.
No, it's a big deal.
That guy clogs up the middle like no one else. And where does JT like to go?
It's a big deal.
Up the middle. I know is it away? Is it in?
It's in Indianapolis.
It's in Indianapolis, but is it Indianapolis outside or inside?
It's in a dome.
Okay. So then it's not going to be windy. So therefore, I don't think it's going to be an issue for Tom Brady at 45 or whatever.
Okay. Good points. Wait, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, good points. I would like to say that, wasn't it you? So they've had problems on the road, right?
Yeah.
Remember the game in Washington and the other one? Remember we looked at it and the weather was fine? The weather had no impact on those games. So I'm going to throw the dome piece out. That's irrelevant. Because I remember in Washington we're like, it's going to rain, and then it didn't end up raining and the weather was totally fine. So, and they lost that game 29-14 to the Washington team. So I agree. I would like to use the short week. That's a short week. They just played on Monday.
Yeah.
They didn't look great. Tom made some errors. The Colts are. I agree with you. I don't expect a Bills. That's kind of an outlier. I don't expect them to like do that all the time. Jonathan Taylor had a 50-point fantasy game. Like that's nuts. I'm really stoked for this game because I think the strengths of both teams are going to be right at it. Right. It's going to be the Colts offensive line, which is probably the best in the league. Like I think the Colts O line they're a bunch of savages. Like, and Jonathan Taylor versus the Bucks D line and Vita Vea's back.
I think so. Yeah.
So you take those two, but what I would like to say is Carson Wentz has been a little spotty, but Michael Pittman is looking like he's had a great sophomore season. He's dominating, and I think I trust the other side. So the back end of the Bucks, I don't trust at all. And you've said they've dealt with injuries and they've had problems.
Yeah.
I think Carson Wentz has enough weapons like to throw to that. I think that'll be the difference in the game. So that's why I think the Colts can cover +3.
I think those are fair points. The only other thing I would also argue is, like Justin said, and like I said, Wentz just underperforms against good teams. He hasn't had a big win in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just not impressed. His biggest win this year is against the Niners in a monsoon.
Yeah.
In a game where he had all the advantages because his opposing quarterback could only throw it 10 yards, and he would just air it out, and it would be pass interference every time. Like, that wasn't an impressive win. You watched that whole game.
No, that's just an ugly game. Like,
it was an ugly game.
I can't take a lot of
it. But that is
game.
the biggest that's the biggest, besides the Bills, and I don't want to talk about that either. I don't really count those wins.
I got you.
Neither of their wins have been like, wow. And if they beat the Bucks this week, that'll totally flip my perspective, and that'll make me look at those other games differently.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't think it's going to happen. I think, they could maybe cover +3. Maybe -3 is a reach, but they're not winning that game.
Well, I didn't make a point that they were going to win that game.
But
I like the Colts +3. That was the whole.
But I don't know if I could take a +3. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I got it. There is an elephant in the room whether Carson Wentz, what guy is going to come out to play. I agree with you. It's probably going to come down to who folds first, the Colts offensive line or the Bucks defensive line.
You know what I will say?
I just think the back end of the Bucks is very spotty as well. I'm just as worried about as Wentz to show up as the Bucks secondary to show up.
But here's the thing. So the Colts, you're right, their defensive line, they're going to get to Tom, and that's going to be a problem. But Carson Wentz is going to be asked to make plays. Mm-hmm. And it's not going to be with the monsoon. It's not. He literally fed Jonathan Taylor won them last week.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Yeah.
So Jonathan Taylor, let's say the Bucks can neutralize Jonathan Taylor, which is likely what's going to be happening against one of the top rush defenses.
He's really good at pass catching though, which kind of neutralizes the defensive line as well. Like Jonathan Taylor's probably the number one.
I know, but when you run it up the middle and you get 1 yard and then it's 2nd and 9 and then you try it again and now it's 3rd down and then you got to punt it, that stalls out your offense.
Well, yeah, I mean that's very specific. Yeah, I mean that could happen.
I'm saying that's probably what's going to happen, and then Carson's going to be asked to make a throw.
Well, Carson's going to be asked to make some throws, sure. Yeah.
But when he's been asked to make throws, have you seen him do it this year?
I mean,
has he won the game with his arm this year?
I haven't watched enough Colts games. I mean, I've only watched how many Colts games have you watched?
I'm just looking at their wins. They beat the Eagles 28-22. We didn't watch that one. But most of their wins are pretty. Oh wait, no, that was Tampa.
No worries.
They beat the Niners. We already talked about that. That was just kind of Jonathan Taylor ran well that game. They beat the Dolphins. We called that one. They won that one pretty handedly. They played the Jets. They haven't really.
You know what this is kind of comparable to me with? It's kind of like Jimmy G, 2019. How many times? That's one Saints game. He actually won the game with his arm, and the Niners just focused on running the ball because that was where they dominated. It's kind of the same thing with the Colts. Are you not going to dominate with Jonathan Taylor? Are you going to ask Wentz to do stuff when you have probably the best running back in the league right now?
Wow, he said it.
What?
No, I've just been waiting for you to say that.
What?
Jonathan Taylor's the best running back in the league.
But but that's the point though. That's the point I'm trying to make because are you going to ask Carson Wentz to do a bunch of stuff when you're dominating that hard in the run? It's kind of and Jimmy G went 13-3 that year. and only won one game with his arm in New Orleans. Like, that's what I'm trying to say.
No, I hear all your points. I just don't see Wentz making it happen. He hasn't made that happen in quite a few years.
Wentz versus the Titans. Hold on.
We'll read some chat here.
There's a lot. Yeah. Oh, Goff is starting?
Goff is starting. Oh, wow.
Is Goff starting? That's nuts.
Man, that might be Goff versus the Lions. That's an interesting discussion.
Rap sheet, Lions plan to start Goff versus Bears. God, wow. He's listed as questionable, but he's going to be under... What? But he's going to be under center?
Who do you like better, Goff or Andy Dalton?
Oh, man. Lions get their first win. Like, kind of like that.
All right, well,
that's sketch.
On Thanksgiving, what are they thankful for? But here, to wrap up my Bucs statement,
yeah,
I just, like, I don't know. I could see, I guess, here's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I think this would be a perfect example of a live bet. I think you watch the first quarter.
I think we both can agree.
I think you watch the first quarter, and it all comes down to, is Wentz looking good out there? I don't care how the Bucs look, because we know the Bucs are going to do what the Bucs are going to do regardless. They'll scrap it out.
Yeah.
But if Wentz is playing well, if you're seeing him make those nice out passes and like he's hitting his guys on the numbers, then I think you can take the Colts money line and be confident in it. If they're up, big 14-0.
If they're up, then they have Taylor. Yeah.
Then whatever. But I think if Wentz doesn't look good out there, I would take the Bucs. If Wentz looks good out there after like halfway through the first,
yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. It's an interesting spot. -3, it could go either way.
Wow, we really tore that game apart. I don't know what else to say about that game.
No, I'm sorry for going so hard on that one, Justin.
Justin, so we have to revisit the Bears now, but
yeah, we'll talk about.
So you just want to? I guess we'll just agree to disagree on that pick.
Yeah, no, it's a stalemate.
I mean, okay. Well, let's just talk. We've gone into this so hard. Like, let's talk about some props then for that game.
For that one?
Well, we know that game very well. Like,
oh man.
Sorry, I have my freaking ringer on.
You're good, man.
I think Jonathan Taylor. I don't think you can trust which Tampa Bay running back. Because they all got work on Monday night. We saw Giovanni Bernard. We even saw their 4-string running back.
Godwin's been pretty good lately.
You think Godwin's gonna get in?
That's the thing about. If AB's back, I might like AB getting in there.
I bet AB has a touchdown.
Well, because we both agreed when we saw the Giants play the Bucs on Monday night.
So he's not. Sorry, 1 second. So today he was not spotted on the practice field, making progress. I don't think he's gonna play.
Okay. Because we both agreed there was one play that he probably would have caught in a touchdown.
Yes.
We've seen him do it a million times.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing this week.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Props on that one. I guess I would lean Godwin there.
Godwin and Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah. I don't know.
JT scores prop. I don't think AB will be back. Nah.
No, you know what?
It doesn't sound.
I might like Pittman, actually. Pittman's been a beast.
You're going to throw it? So you do think Wentz...
Well...
Pittman's been a freaking monster.
I think that the Tampa is going to sell out to stop JT. So, I mean...
I bet that'd be a good odds.
I would
to get a touchdown.
I think JT will score. The guy actually scores every game, so it wouldn't be a dumb idea to take him. But the odds would be great. I think I would go Pittman out of all the guys they're throwing to.
Yeah, I like Pittman Godwin prop.
Man, T.Y. Hilton's been playing too. It's pretty wild.
T.Y. What the hell? He'll just get hurt again.
All right, hey, so let's talk about a different game because today we do have to be on a little bit of a time crunch here.
Yeah. Okay. Damn. So we don't have anything we agree on yet. Okay.
Kind of love it though.
Man. Okay. Let's just quick. Would you take the Lions +3 then? With Goff's playing?
Dude. Man, I can't confidently that doesn't scream to me.
Their first win. That's a little tough.
Man, are the Lions? Justin, what do you think, man?
Dude, 41.5. I kind of like the over. But we're not going to do that. But I bet the over hits.
Tonight,
if Goff's out there, I might like the over. We're not going to go into it.
If you end up going out tonight, we might make a couple plays. We'll see.
I think that's really interesting if Goff's out there, the over.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. We'll just move on.
I you know what I do like is I like the Bills. They were minus 4.5. They jumped all the way to 6.5, which is kind of not a huge fan of. But I see them bouncing back. I can't tell you to take them minus 6.5. But here, you know what, Dean? Here's an interesting one.
What?
Here's what I'll say.
I'm looking at where.
What do you think of this? What about this three-team teaser I have for Thanksgiving?
Oh wow, you got a teaser propped up.
Okay, so
what are you thinking?
All right, here's the teaser. So you got the Bills, you got the Cowboys, and you got the Bears. You take that as a 6-point teaser. So then you get the Bears +3, you get the Cowboys -1, and you get the Bills +1.5.
Okay, so Bills.
You take a 6-point teaser. So then
Cowboys. Hold on, I was reading that. Okay, Cowboys -1. Wow, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that actually.
that's a good teaser, right?
Uh-huh.
So I mean,
Let's put that down.
You take all.
I don't think
you tease all 3 favorites.
I know what a teaser is. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying the favorites. I
Yeah.
know you know what a teaser is, but
No, I like
this
it.
teaser includes the favorites.
That's a nice one.
That would be what I would do. I don't know if I like those spreads.
I like that. I think we'll put that in our. Okay, Justin gave us some Lions stuff. The Lions are 37-42 all time on Thanksgiving Day. Oh man, he's bringing out everything. They played the Bears 13 times since 47, 5-8. Lions last win over the Bears on Thanksgiving 2014. Oh, Calvin Johnson was on that team. 16-13 win over the Vikings and 20. Go Bears, money line to be safe. Yeah.
All right, so Justin, we like a teaser of the 3 teams, which makes the Cowboys basically they just have to win. The Bears will be +3, and the Bills will be +1.5 against the Saints.
I like that teaser a lot.
I think that will hit.
Yeah, I think that's
unless the Bears get blown out, because we know the Bills and the Cowboys will probably win.
Yeah. Okay, so Justin says Pitt money line.
Yeah, you want to talk about Pittsburgh?
I don't have them personally down.
Okay, I do have one play.
4.5.
4.5.
But he wants Pitt money line +175.
Dude, I kind of like that. You want me to tell
divisional game?
It's a plus. Here's the only thing I'm sussed about. 62% of the bets are for Pittsburgh.
Okay.
The bet it opened at +4 and it's moved to +5. So Vegas is trying to, it seems, bait you to bet Pitt.
Mm-hmm.
The money line.
It's at Cincinnati.
Yeah, a lot of people are betting on Pittsburgh, man. That might be a trap.
Yeah.
Sharp money's coming. The pros are going in on
the Bengals.
The Bengals.
Yeah. What do we? I could have guessed that. Yeah.
But here's the thing. So Pittsburgh's got if they get TJ Watt back, the Bengals have such a bad O line. Like they're not going to be able to stop the D line on Pittsburgh. The Steelers will have their way.
Yeah.
The thing that makes the Bengals interesting is they're a big play oriented team. Mixon can go 30 yards for a touchdown. Jamar Chase, all their receivers, Boyd and Higgins.
Yeah.
So.
Fantasy management.
Yeah, the defense is back for
Pitt. The one thing is the defense is back for Pitt. Yeah. I just, as a guy who kind of monitors the Pittsburgh offense because I have a couple guys I've hated Roethlisberger. I think he should retire, and he's kind of it's hard trusting Roethlisberger. That's all Najee Harris is a freaking stud. He's been saving every game basically as a safety valve. It's divisional. Divisional can go either way. I don't know. I think it's interesting.
All right, well,
that's pretty big. 4.5 divisional.
I mean, you kind of have to take Pitt +5 there.
Yeah. That's a big damn. They want you to take it though. I feel like what you said. I don't know.
All right, let's talk. There's a couple interesting ones. All right, I think we're gonna skip over Atlanta, Jacksonville, and the Jets and the Texans. Those are just
okay.
Those are just total
I wanted the Texans, but go ahead. No, I don't want to go into it, but go ahead.
I mean, Tyrod, I like that. I like Tyrod Taylor there.
Yeah.
We can maybe go into that one, but I'm skipping over those for right now because I want to talk about another divisional game. The Chargers are going into Denver. It's a 2.5 point spread. The Chargers are favored. Dude, I kind of like Teddy Bridgewater in this one at home.
Teddy covers? Teddy covers at home.
His record as an underdog is ridiculous.
I know. I know.
Covering the spread.
It's nuts. Yeah.
I kind of like Denver, man. I wasn't super impressed with the Chargers last week. I mean, they hit a home run touchdown to beat the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, the Chargers are just so up and down. It's kind of nuts. It's hard to trust the Chargers.
Justin, I did not, dude. I was going to, but
Denver's coming off a bye. They're fresh. That was a very, what would you call it, an emotional game. Pitt Chargers. That game went back and forth. That game was nuts. Denver's at home coming off a bye. Teddy covers at home, hence his nickname. Yeah. I like it.
You want to put that in the maybe?
Yeah, yeah, let's do that. That's probably my favorite one so far that we've talked about.
Okay. Lakers money line 3. Justin's fiending right now. He's all over the place.
Lakers money line plus 350. Yeah.
We'll talk basketball in just a second. There's a couple more NFL games I want to go over.
I kind of like, another divisional. I kind of like the Giants.
I do too.
3.5 against the Eagles.
I do too, bro.
I actually love that.
All right, let's throw that one in there.
I love that one. Yeah. I'm glad you agree with me. The Giants are at home. I know it's a short week, but it's a divisional. The Eagles have been kind of wrecking people.
No, I think the Giants, and plus Saquon will be healthier.
And you know what? I really think so. Garrett got fired. Did you see that?
Good.
Jason Garrett.
Yeah.
He's horrible. I think they're going to open up the playbook.
Well,
I think Danny, boy.
Shout out to Declan if you're watching. We know how you feel about Garrett. We're not going to repeat.
So
your
Jason
words.
Garrett got fired after that game. I think they're going to totally they have everybody healthy, right?
Yeah.
They got Tony, they got Galladay, they got Slayton.
Garrett. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got
and Saquon. I know there's a couple runs where he could have gone way further, but he's figuring it out.
This will be his second game back now.
Yeah.
Which I think they're going to open up the playbook. I think that I love the Giants in this spot.
Yeah,
we both agree.
We're not big believers in the Eagles either.
No.
Are they going to win the freaking East? Are they going to make the playoffs? No.
Yeah.
If they do, they're going to get marched on in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles are not a playoff team.
I agree. Okay, smash the Eagles 3.5. Danny Dimes is sucking in the Eagles. Oh man, we just totally disagreed with that take. He has, but the OC got fired. I think they're gonna open up everything. We might have to go our favorite team.
Wow,
the
look at all these signals coming in on the Giants.
I love the Giants.
I think, yeah.
Man, I think the Giants.
I think if you're playing spread, I think you got to send it on the Giants.
I think the Giants are gonna win that game handily. I don't know why, but I'm getting that vibe right now.
We haven't had that vibe in a while, man.
Aren't you? I'm really feeling the Giants are gonna dominate that game.
We might have to retire from betting if
that's gonna hurt. Justin's gonna not let us forget it. All right. Okay. What else?
He likes Vikes over the Niners.
Oh man. Yeah.
Do you want to just hop in that real quick? What's the matchup like?
I mean, it's hard to. If we weren't Niners fans, I'd probably bet on the Vikings spread. Definitely. What is it? 3?
3.5. Yeah.
Okay, I have 3 here. Plus 145. I mean,
you're getting plus 3.5.
What I would like to say is I think the Vikings are the most obvious dog to pick this week, right?
Yeah.
I think it's just clear.
The Niners have found some identity, though. And they're getting a few.
They need Elijah Mitchell to play. If he doesn't play, I don't know if they'll beat the Vikings.
Jeff Wilson didn't look it.
Well, Jeff Wilson is a change of pace back. Like, he's not supposed to... He doesn't have 4-3 speed.
I think Jeff Wilson is a compliment back, yeah. Like
he's a good goal line back.
You throw him in with Elijah Mitchell, and then you have something.
Compliment, yeah.
But by himself, he can't do it.
Well, you got to have the 4-3 speed out there.
Trey Sermon looked
Yeah. Man.
Yeah,
it's because also, like, the Vikings, like, kind of thoroughly dominated the Packers. The Packers just, like, Aaron Rodgers just did some crazy stuff. Like, I liked what I saw from the Vikings. The only bad thing I could say about the Vikings is that they go up and down, and the Niners are way more sketch. Like,
well, let's talk quarterback matchup. Kirk Cousins, Jimmy Garoppolo. Who you like there?
Wait, hold on, Justin. Maybe the Minnesota covers. I wouldn't do mid-money line. I think the 49ers win. Yeah. Totally.
I think the Niners win that too.
I don't know if they'll cover 3 though. I don't know.
You know the last time these two teams played though, at the 49ers.
No, I know, Justin. You're totally right. Jeff did Jeff feasted on the Cardinals, but the Cardinals didn't have as good of a defensive line.
The last time the Niners and the Vikings played was in the
2019 divisional round.
And the spread, I remember it because my Gramps, he bet on that game.
Yeah.
He told me, he's like, I like the Niners in that one. So
what was the spread?
And it was like a 7.5 or like.
It was big.
It was 13.5 point spread. It was crazy.
It wasn't that big, was it?
It was like 7.5, I think. I gotta look it up.
It wasn't double digits.
Dude, it was a crazy spread. 49ers versus Vikings.
But 7.5 is crazy for a divisional game. You get that, right?
No, I totally do.
13.5 is not.
Hold on. I'm looking it up right now. Was it
2019 divisional
spread up.
Vikings 49ers
playoffs. Divisional. Okay, wait, here we go. Yeah. I was right the first time. You're right. I was going crazy. It was -7,
which is huge for a divisional.
Which was
round.
huge, yeah. But no, they covered it.
They dominated
handedly.
The thing is, like, they don't have that D line anymore.
No,
not even close.
But I feel like they could still, if they get Elijah Mitchell, run it the way they did.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so we'll come back to that one. I still like Denver and the Giants so far.
Mm-hmm.
Couple dogs.
So I would like to, before we're going to wrap up probably pretty soon.
Yeah, so we got our teaser, got 2 dogs.
Yeah, Aaron Jones might play. Oh, that would be huge if he played.
So Packers and Rams.
Well, I literally was about to say that. I was we have to go up.
We'll talk about that one.
Like, that's like, I think that'll be our last game, right?
Yeah, that maybe the Patriots Titans.
I think that one's pretty clear cut to me. The Titans.
The Titans, right?
Yeah. I knew you were gonna fucking say that. I knew you were gonna be on the Titans. I knew it. I don't even need you're the Pats. You're trying to trick me, man. I knew you were gonna say the Titans. Alright. Sorry. So the Rams Packers was it's fluctuated between a 1 point and a pick'em. Have you seen?
Yeah,
it was a pick'em, 1 point, pick'em, 1 point. Like, it's been going back and forth. So currently, I have the Rams -1. So, what do you think about this game?
I mean, there's a few factors at play in mind. Matt Stafford will be prepared. He's played at Lambeau plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably the best team he's taken there for sure.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's his first time in this kind of matchup.
Mm-hmm.
He's been playing against Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers for quite a while. Do you guys like the Bears defense for tomorrow? I think that's a solid play, considering the quarterback that the Lions will be playing either way. If it's Goff,
it's going to be Goff, but
it's going to be interception city. There will be 1 interception tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you'll have a positive day.
Yeah, I think you'll have like
some upside.
7 points. Like, I don't think it's like with Khalil Mack out. Like, you're not going to get what you're going to get.
I was going to say 6 points. You're not going to get the sacks.
No.
All right. So back on the Packers Rams though.
Stafford's going to be prepared. That's what you just
Stafford's going to be prepared. I think Odell will play more of a factor in this game. Like, they're going to need him.
He kind of disrupted the feng shui of the squad when they played the Niners.
Totally. I don't know. I feel like they're coming off a bye, right? Yeah, they are. They just had a bye. I know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
They're coming off a bye. This is a big game for them. They need to win this game because the Cardinals, regardless of who their quarterback is, are pulling away in the NFC West.
Yeah.
And when Kyler Murray comes back healthy, it might just be a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
This is a huge game for them.
It is. I as I've told you, I did a money line parlay, and I have the Rams here because I think this is just such an important game. I do think for the Packers, after losing to the Vikings, that took a lot out of them. This is also a really, really, really important game for them. But I think Aaron Jones is going to be a huge factor. I like the Rams, but it's going to be a wild game. I don't have a ton to say about it because you kind of hit all the points. Like it's such an important game for both teams. And the Rams are going to be fully healthy. Odell's had another week to get oriented into the offense.
Calibrated.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be huge. Aaron Jones is going to be a big factor, though.
They're going into the bye week, man. The Packers have had a late bye week. They've been playing.
They look exhausted.
They're exhausted out there. And how many close games have they had now? I know they handedly beat the Seahawks, but everyone's doing that.
So.
They had a close one against the Cardinals. That could have gone either way. Murray threw an interception in the end zone.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I like the Rams here a lot.
They've had 5 games that have been decided under 7 points.
I like the Rams here. I think we should punch that one in.
You think they're hobbling into the bye, even though they're at home?
They are.
I like the Rams.
But I like the Packers after the bye.
Yes. Well, they have a favorable, Chicago, Baltimore, Cleveland. They might sweep them, to be honest with you.
All right. So you want to throw Rams, pick them there?
Yeah, money line.
All right, money line. All right. And then, lastly, Titans, Patriots.
Okay.
So that's what, a 7 or 8 point spread?
I think it's 6.5.
6.5. I have it as 7 now.
Let me look.
It's been moving, man.
I have it. You're right. 7. 7.
Okay. So, Mac Jones, 7-point spread.
So it's in Foxborough. Everything points. Oh man, we've just been burned so many times. This is
by old Mac.
Well, I've warned you.
You have.
But you know what? This is what I'd like to say about this. And I'm a Mac Jones fan. Alabama, Roll Tide.
God bless you.
They're not like these underdogs anymore. They've been throttling teams. I just feel like with the rookie quarterback, even though Mac is a very experienced pro kind of rookie quarterback, he doesn't mess around. He just wants to learn the playbook. That's all he's about. I just think is such a dominating favorite. I think at some point you gotta, your growing pains show, right? And this is such an obvious win for the Patriots, right? And that's I almost think the spread should be larger because the Titans, they've won a couple crazy games, but they haven't been the same without Derrick Henry.
No.
Did you see they just dropped Adrian Peterson?
Yeah.
There's a lot of turmoil going on. I honestly think the spread should be bigger.
So the public's coming big on the Patriots. 63% of the bets are for them minus 7. 65% on the money line. They're getting the love there. But the spread's not moving a whole lot. It opened at actually it has been. It's been moving quite a bit.
Where did it start?
It started at 2.5. It's down to 7 now. So I just think that's overvalued in my opinion.
Wow, it moved that much.
Yeah,
damn.
I think it would be more of a 5-point spread.
I just think
I can't.
It's just clear the public's gonna hammer the Patriots. I think we should take the Titans.
Yeah, Pats Titans is a very underrated game. What is the status on AJ Brown?
Let me look it up.
Always asking the best questions, Justin. I gotta hand it to you.
He's right. That's huge. Okay. Absent from practice Wednesday. Brown, but he rarely practices on Wednesdays. He did avoid a serious injury, however. We expect him to be out there. That was today at 12. NBC Sports.
And what about Julio? Is he IR? Is he?
I think he's IR. Yeah. No, he's... Well, I mean, he'll be back after their bye week 14. Because they go into the bye, you know?
Yeah, he's doing... I'm looking him up. He's doing some stuff with Lil Baby. Atlanta.
I will be honest with you. I am a little like... It's vital for like the playoff race, right? Otherwise, they probably like sit him before the bye.
Who? Julio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, AJ Brown.
Yeah.
If this wasn't such an important game,
yeah.
Like I think AJ Brown would be like he's probably gonna play hurt.
Well,
so
the Colts are really coming in strong.
Wait, who?
The Colts.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's why AJ Brown's gonna force himself to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Abdel, we'll take the Titans. Done.
Do we?
No, it's sketch.
we said it here first, but we're not going to lose.
I like it.
We refuse to lose to Mac anymore.
AJ Brown, that's tough. He's going to play the hurt.
You know what Simon Hunter said on his pod, though? And we watched
Action Network,
shout him out. He said on the pod, he goes, "Oh, what's going on, Ace?
What's up, Ace?
I feel like the Lions are beating the Bears. Man."
Oh, we came back to that. I said that.
It's in the air right now.
Because Goff's playing. It changes everything.
Spoken into existence.
Changes everything.
Here's what I'll say. Where was I, actually? I'm out of...
We were talking about the Titans.
Oh, okay.
The Patriots.
And
how you don't think we should do that?
Dude, I totally lost my...
Okay, all right. Anyways.
Oh, no, actually, I remember it. So,
oh, God, all right.
My bad. So Simon Hunter, he goes... He's like, dude, Mac's been beating me week in, week out. He's covering machine.
Yeah.
I got to take him. And it was a flashback, bro. Deja vu. I heard him say the same thing about the Cowboys and Dak Prescott. We followed him on that trend, and we lost. And they lost to the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
And now this says, everything says, bet the Patriots and Mac Jones to cover against the Titans, who are literally so injured, it hurts looking at their freaking lineup.
Yeah.
Pun intended. I trust Andy.
Ace and Justin have differing opinions on that.
We got some controversy here in the chat.
I kind of like the Lions winning their first game. I don't want to add it to our thing, but
sketch bets.
We should make that our coin toss.
Lions and Cowboys or Bears?
Bears. I think that's the call.
All right.
Like, even Ace and Justin are split on this.
All right, you ready?
So, heads will do...
Tails will be Lion.
Head will be Bears, yeah.
All right, Tails is Lion. 1-0.
Oh,
Jesus
shit.
Christ, he's hitting the fucking ceiling out here.
I need a...
You hit the lamp.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh!
2-0.
Goff's gonna get.
All right.
Goff's gonna get the. What do they get? They get like a turkey leg, right?
Yeah. As you know, we do the coin flip bet. Lions coin flip bet's been kind of regressing lately, so it's probably gonna hit this week.
Okay, Dean, we'll see you like the Chiefs last week in week 2 when I said that the Cowboys would beat the Chargers. Yeah. Lions defense actually been decent. Yeah, I agree to both. Justin did call that. Yeah. Well, we don't want to bet on that game. That game's going to be nuts.
We'll just maybe throw a little in there just for fun.
The Lions-Bears, that's such a stressful game. Like, I just like, damn. Okay.
All right, let's switch over to the NBA really quick because it's going to be a short show today. Let's try and wrap that up.
So, yeah.
Dude, right off the bat, I like the Warriors. They play tonight.
They play the Sixers.
Yeah.
Seth Curry's coming into town. It's 10 points.
There's only 2 games to talk about.
So Portland, Sacramento.
Yeah, Justin brought up an interesting stat too.
What?
He's told me on Twitter, he goes, the Trailblazers have been absolutely cheeks on the road.
They've been kind of bad in general. Like, I
think the Kings are a sneaky
3.5.
3.5 pick there. And the Kings always give the Trailblazers trouble.
Yeah.
Like, that's like a young team that, like, they look at them and they're like, we can beat these guys. And they're scrappy too. I don't know.
I actually would lean towards the Kings. I like the Kings plus 3.5.
Yeah, facts.
And then, so you like the Warriors even at -10? And they have the over-under at 217, so they think it's going to be low scoring.
They think Warriors are going to blow them out. That's why. I don't know, man. The Warriors, like you said, the Warriors have been a coverage.
Embiid's been dominating, though.
He's out.
Embiid's out?
Embiid's out. So is Tobias Harris, obviously. And then Simmons.
Oh.
And Seth Curry might be out, too. It's day to day.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Yeah, then I would take the Warriors to cover.
So we like Warriors. We're going to go the Bay Area.
I think Dame over 3.5 threes. That's interesting.
Jordan Poole's been freaking hot, too.
I think that this game, though, like, Jordan Poole picks up the slack when Steph isn't on fire or getting, box and one.
You think Steph finds
Steph's going to play well tonight. Yeah. Against his brother, come on. He's going to get up to
But
play
that's the thing.
brother.
I don't know if Seth's playing tonight.
But, like, it's against his brother's... Like, you get what I mean? Steph's always good after a bad game.
Seth Curry, Danny Green, in. Tobias Harris out. You know what? I think a fun bet on top of that, Damian Lillard 3-pointers. I think it'd be fun to do Seth Curry on some threes.
I think 3.
Yeah.
I like 3.
I like 15 points, three threes.
Yeah. Dame over 3.5 threes. What's he averaging? Like just under 4 right now.
He's really underperforming. He's averaging.
Well,
like 5 or 6.
the rule, changed.
Well, it's the ball change too.
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm just curious about.
Ace, thanks for stopping by, dude.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And
Appreciate
Justin,
you.
Of course, we appreciate both of you guys.
So, are we gonna take Warriors -10?
I think Warriors -10, Kings plus 3.5, and then I think that's our NBA today. If you want to talk a tiny bit, we can go into Friday, but then we got to wrap it at that.
Do I have the Friday games down here?
Kings, Lakers. Oh, Warriors play Trailblazers again.
Yeah, they've sat for a couple days, so here, don't line up.
That's a back-to-back.
Seth Curry's plus 125 for 2.5 threes, which is going to be interesting. Yeah, man, I think he'll hit 3. I like that, actually.
Yeah, maybe we don't do Fridays.
No, it's too far ahead, and we don't know who's going to be out. Like, you need to do basketball the day of, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, Seth Curry's... I like that.
I think we do Seth Curry.
And Seth always plays so hard against Steph.
Seth Curry.
Seth goes so hard
Warriors
against Steph.
-10, Kings plus 2.5. 3.5.
3.5. Yeah.
Those are our 3 picks.
Yeah.
All right.
I think Steph will have over 5 threes, which is probably nothing, but I don't even know.
You can parlay the brothers.
I like that.
All
so
right.
Seth over 2.5, Steph over 4, I guess. Yeah.
4.5.
4.5.
All right, I think we're gonna wrap the stream up today, right there.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, Justin Ace, everybody else. We
have
really
a nice break and
really appreciate it, man.
Enjoy yourselves. Have some turkey. Watch some football.
Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it. Yeah, watch the football. We'll be back next Wednesday talking about all this. So
appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed the lights we put up back there. That took a while. So.
Yeah, happy gobbled.
Oh,
guys.
Thanks for pulling up, Greg.
I appreciate it, bro.
Got a couple certified mods in the chat.
Yeah.
And the production, the producer, gang.
Okay.
Yes. All right, guys. Take it easy.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye. Lights on fleek.